salutations. Welcome to the Casso podcast, episode 26. 2626, episode 26. We are broadcasting from beautiful Brighton, Colorado, in the heart of Colorado's 8th congressional district and in the heart of our ancestral lands for at least the last 30,000 years. It's opening day in Colorado. AJ's going. What's up, buddy?
Yay.
You gonna drink? You gonna drink a little today?
I gotta wake up first, dude. These early Fridays, they're rough.
It's 10 o'clock. It's, it's not like it's 6:30, bud.
Feels like it. I'm never up this early.
Most people are already halfway done with their day.
Couldn't be me.
Me either. I just woke up at 8:30.
I woke up at 8 and I was like, oh man.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Brutal. But
yeah. Well, you had a long shift last night or what?
Pretty much.
Was it busy?
Kinda. It was fun. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you didn't have to work with somebody we won't mention for
legal reasons. For joking.
For legal reasons and alleged reasons.
For those who know.
For those who know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And for those who don't know, you don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. Pretty easy week so far. So far, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Same old.
Yeah. So what's the plans? Today is Rockies opening day in Colorado. It's the first game here in Colorado. So AJ and all his friends are going. So tell everybody what you're gonna do. Tell everybody how the day's gonna go. Tell everybody how the day's probably gonna go, how you want it to go, or how it should go.
Okay.
Give us all three.
It's gonna go fun. We're gonna go watch the game. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this now. I'm gonna have 3 drinks all day. That's it. I'm saying it.
3 gallons. three big gulp gallons.
No, I'm saying it. I'm putting my foot down now. 3 drinks. That's it.
The big question is, are you gonna have 3 brats at Coors Field?
Probably.
That's good.
Oh, I am excited for that.
Are you gonna put the veggies on it, or are you just gonna put mustard? Because you can put those veggies like the veggie mix.
The veggies get a little too much.
That's what I think too.
Yeah,
just
like
straight.
too much.
No cheese, just mustard on the Coors Field. Anybody out there that likes going to the Rockies game, get the brat. Trust me, it's worth every penny. And that's why I told AJ today I'm jealous of him because he actually gets to have 2 or 3 brats, and I get to pretend that I'm having them.
No, yeah, pretty easy week. Happy to have a job, and I say that because I'm not.
Allegedly.
That was the worst segue possible, but shout out Pam Bondi, miss her already.
Oh, I thought you.
No,
you are lucky.
We don't talk about that here.
I thought you were okay.
We don't talk.
I'm lucky to have a job too.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking.
We don't talk about that.
Okay. Let's get into Pam Bondi and Christy. No, did we broadcast last week? Was she fired already or not? I forget.
She was. I felt like she's been fired.
Oh, okay.
Was that last week or was that a couple of weeks ago?
Dude, I don't know. The weeks are starting to blend together.
That was 35 news cycles ago.
It's funny because she's a jerk. It's funny because she is a sycophant for somebody who is evil, somebody who does wrong to the American people and the American Constitution. So I don't feel bad for her that she lost her job. I feel bad for what she's done to the Department of Justice, and it's going to take decades to rebuild everything that they've done. Just like with the Department of Homeland Security, everything that they did, 99% of us Americans believe that our borders, both of our borders, not just the southern border, but both of our borders should be secure from terrorists, from evildoers, from criminals. All of us believe that. All of us believe that if you're here illegally and you commit a crime, that you shouldn't be here anymore. All of us believe that. I don't care what color your skin you are. I don't care what political party you are. We all believe that. And so the damage that they've done at Homeland Security with Kristi Noem, and then think about the Department of Justice.
Mm-hmm.
The Department of Justice, yes, it is in the executive branch of government. That was back 250 years ago when they didn't know how life was going to be 250 years later. Right now, and especially with the precedent that honestly Republicans set under Eisenhower, but every administration has set, says that the Department of Justice should be separate from the executive branch, separate from the influence of the president. And you see what Trump did. He even went to the Supreme Court and tried to sit in the front seat to intimidate them, and they told him to eat it. And I'm glad. Thank you, Supreme Court for I knew, and we talked about this on the podcast for months, and we
Hmm.
talked about it a year ago after he got elected. I was like, I don't know if they're going to do what he wants to do or they're going to do what he says he's going to do. I said, but if they care about their country, they're going to do what's right for the country. And so now that
Hmm.
birthplace citizenship is in front of them this week, he tried to go and sit in front of them. That's never happened before. A sitting president has never gone and sat in front of the Supreme Court trying to intimidate them. He went to try to do that, and it failed. So everything that they're doing is failing. This is not 19. I hate to keep referencing it, and I hate to keep saying it. And I know I'm going on a rant, sir, and I'll let you talk in a
You
second,
call
son.
me sir.
I wanted to say ma'am, like I.
You just call me sir. Anyways.
I've been on a lot of rants lately, so
Mhm.
yes, sir. But anyway, the I lost my train of thought. But yeah, with Trump going and sitting in front of the Supreme Court trying to intimidate them, and them telling him basically to pound sand, that was good because again, everything that he's trying to do is illegal, and not
Mhm.
just illegal from a statutory perspective. It's illegal from a constitutional perspective. I mean, when we talk about the supreme law of the land, we talk about what governs the United States. It's the Constitution. Yes, I understand. I used to make statutes here in Colorado. I understand, but they're malleable and they change over time, and they reflect the will of the people normally. What they're doing is a crap, and I'm glad that they're all getting whipped now, and they're all going to face. Guess what's really funny, AJ, is that they're all going to, when it's all said and done, after he's impeached or after he resigns or whatever, they're all going to face justice.
You know what? You know what? Like, how do I say this? I'm gonna miss Magaland. I am, dude.
Magaland.
I am. I'm gonna miss them.
Cash Patel.
Cash Patel, dude, you might be next. But we were talking. We were making jokes
No,
about him.
he is kind of a woman. He actually dances around like he's a little girl, but
Man, I was saying that joke yesterday.
uh,
Cash Patel is just like me, dude. He's those. So okay, for those that
Spider EJ.
for what we're referencing is Cash Patel's emails got hacked.
Yeah,
Of course they did. Whatever. But
by
half of the
by Iranians,
yeah,
Iranian terrorists.
but half of the videos are and pictures are him having a cigar, him doing a little dance,
Dude, did you see
him drinking whiskey.
the
Man, Cash Patel's like me, dude.
you know what's
I,
funny, dude? Is again, I don't know if you could tell, but everybody, because obviously we're cigar smokers, everybody in cigar land is what they're like. What kind of cigar is that? Nobody can figure it out. Can you? Did you see? I was all, I don't know. I've never seen that band
yeah.
before.
Cash Patel
Yeah.
smokes sausages.
What do you mean by that?
He's a sausage smoker. Anyways, that's Cash Patel's new
What
name.
do you mean by that?
Look at the pictures. You're right, dude. It did look like an unnatural
No.
cigar. No, but and then he did a
Christy
little.
Nome's husband,
Which okay, by the way, we're gonna talk about
Captain Booby Boy.
Chrissy Nome. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with dressing a different gender. There's
No,
nothing
there's
wrong with
nothing wrong
that.
with that at all. As a matter
No,
of
no.
fact, we embrace it. You
Yeah,
do
yeah,
what
yeah.
you want to do. Be
Do
who
what
you
you
want to
want,
be.
but at the same time, if you hold a certain rhetoric on like
Yes.
men need to be men, and then and your husband's dressing like that, yeah, whatever. It's not.
I like what's even better, dude, is all the stupid parodies on Instagram.
Oh my god.
Everybody's all they're all
Yeah, no.
they're all pointing the wrong way.
Of course we're
Oh
making
my
fun of
god.
it because they had a rhetoric that they believed in and
Yeah.
whatnot, and then
We don't support transgenderism. We don't support men are men and women are women. People who ever the hell they want to be in the United States, you dumbasses.
uh
You're free to be a dumbass redneck. They're free to put boobies on their chest. They're free to whatever. Put boobies.
and he cheated on his wife, but whatever. She whatever.
The
No.
worst part about it, the whole thing, dude, is the dog in the background. That's the one she shot. He's all,
Yeah,
oh man, look at Captain Booby over here.
yeah. I love my life. Oop. Yeah. No, but Magaland is coming to an end.
Yeah. The joke
Cause
that it is.
well, I heard Hegseth might be next too. I heard they're all going
Really?
down. Yeah.
I heard, dude. I heard. I but the humana. I forget. I heard somebody else too. Yeah.
Hegseth, Patel,
Yeah.
and then one more.
Yeah. Who is it? That's the one I'm
I
thinking of.
can't think.
But they're the, dude. I can't think. It's too early.
Mhm.
It's too early.
It's-
It's 11. Oh God.
Somebody in the comments put down
If
who the
anybody
third.
knows who is number one next after Bondi,
Patel's next.
you think so?
Oh yeah. Everybody's since when Pam Bondi got fired, everybody's like Cash Patel's next.
Oh my God, he's such a jerk.
And yeah, I don't. Who knows, man? It's like I I like to think that people are waking up to it. I like to think that people are like, wait a minute, like,
Yeah. If at this point, okay, if at this point a Democratic president, let's say Obama had done a hundredth of what Trump had done,
mhm,
I would have disavowed him 10 years ago. And
yeah,
so I don't get, and not honestly on, even on like social media now, dude, there's very, very few people that are defending this
yeah,
administration now.
yeah.
It's pretty much
It's
over.
getting weird.
Yeah. Even,
Uh huh.
even corn dog boys backed off from us. So,
Shout out Corn Dog Boy. I miss that guy.
yeah.
No, but like even I don't know, dude. I watched uh
Even a
the
couple state senators I used to serve with have kind of backed off. But if you're watching the podcast, come back, man. Let's have a good conversation. I like debating my former colleagues or
yeah,
the current members of the Senate.
not even colleagues. I like
No,
debating anybody on this.
no,
Just because
no,
it's
yeah.
you know
It's an intellectual exercise that
yeah
normally, and it's not about winning, but normally we win that discussion. But it actually proves the fact that they've destroyed the fabric of American political society, and so we got a good. That's what I like getting at is, hey, remember you guys were all about the Constitution. Remember you
hmm
guys were all about the rule of law. What about now? What about now, buddy?
hmm
So yeah, I'd like
and that I was talking. That's funny you brought that up. I was
no,
talking to somebody very 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 close to me last night,
no,
and they were grilling me about why do you care? Why do you care about politics?
no,
And I was like, because he was like, look, man, everybody's crooked. Everybody has their opinion. Everybody, you can't change everybody's opinion. Blah blah blah.
no,
That's fine. I
no,
can't.
no,
And then he's hit me with the well, one side thinks that they're 100% right, the other
no,
side thinks that they're 100% right.
yeah,
And he says, but me and you, we could disagree, but we'll have a
no,
conversation. That's the whole point.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
literally all it is.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Cause,
whoever the majority, it doesn't even have to be
mm-hmm.
a big majority, but the majority, whoever agrees with the majority opinion, that becomes law or that governs how we operate as a society.
And
And if it's wrong, then we change it.
I
It's
brought up a
that simple.
I brought up a good point. We talk about in the past, the good old days, all the time.
No,
But there's and I see it at least once a month. It's a clip of John McCain. Have you
yeah,
seen this one? And some
yeah.
lady's like, Barack Obama's evil. He's an evil man. Blah blah
He's
blah.
a terrorist. He's a
Yeah.
Muslim. Yeah, yeah,
And then John McCain calmed her down and said, "Hey man, we just disagree.
yeah,
He's a great dude, but we just
yeah.
disagree on things."
Yeah, he said we have fundamental disagreement on how we get there, but
Yeah.
he's still an American and he's still a great man.
Yeah.
Well, so is John McCain. Yeah,
Yeah, why can't we all think like that?
Donald Trump didn't think John McCain was a great man because he was a prisoner of war.
Hmm
Seriously, he said he was weak. Dude, he didn't get out of his obligation in the military because of bone spurs, did he?
Yeah.
They're
But
all no,
you see what I'm saying is why can't we all be that way?
no,
Aren't we all
no,
sick of
no,
having to like I brought
no.
up a comment the other day. I remember when most conservatives did not care about politics. You know what I mean?
Oh, we were talking about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like most when I think of the I'm not going to group a certain group, but
no,
a certain group of people, and I'll let people speculate on what I'm thinking.
no,
But I remember when a certain group was kind of just existing to exist, and now they're all political, which is
no,
fine.
no, no, no.
Believe in what you want. But
Absolutely.
the fact that they're political over nonsense, and you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And in my opinion, facts, evidence are going to outbeat everything else, right? But with saying that, there's a moral compass to most things too.
No.
So when facts and evidence are against your moral
Yeah,
compass, then that's a deeper issue,
yeah,
and that's a different conversation, and
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
something to be outraged
yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah.
You know.
It's like when they point to the left, and again, we'll use this just as an example. They point to the left and be like, "Oh, you're promoting transgenderism. You're trying to change people that aren't transgender into trans." Nobody's trying to do that. They're saying if you are and you happen
hmm
to be, or if you happen to be gay, or if you happen to be bisexual, if you happen to be anything like that, be who you want to be, and that's freedom to be who you want to be in a country
hmm
like ours. Well, nobody's trying to make everybody a transsexual or anything like that. I don't identify with any of that culture. I don't know any about that because that's not who I am. But that sure as hell doesn't give me a right to say, "Oh, well, the way I am is the way everyone else should be."
hmm
Everybody has a right to be that way, and I thought we lived in a country built on freedom, and that if unless we start getting back to those discussions, you just said it perfectly, dude. Get back to the discussions that really matter. Do we live in a free society where people can be who they want to be as long as they're not hurting anybody else, of course?
hmm
What the hell is wrong with that? That's how the United States governed up until this
But
stupid
dude,
jerk.
that's how I feel about most things.
Yeah,
Like like guns.
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah,
not
yeah,
like the crazy biggest gunhead on this
yeah,
planet, you know.
yeah,
And I know you aren't,
yeah.
but I know we agree if we're gonna be free, we're gonna be free. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
No.
There's lunatics all the time, everywhere, no matter what. No
Yep.
matter if if they have a gun, if they're transgender, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I
it
hate
doesn't
that
matter.
argument.
Yeah,
I hate the, oh, transgenders are, every transgender person's a freak.
yeah,
Why?
yeah,
Because they're a little different than you?
yeah. Now
That
you want
you can't even, I can't even comprehend what my thought process would be
yeah,
to say, oh, I don't feel like I'm a man. I can't even comprehend that.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean? So
yeah, yeah.
just because I can't comprehend it doesn't mean that it's inherently wrong.
Yeah.
It
Or
doesn't make sense.
when we talk about guns, and let's be real. You want to talk about identifying a group of people that actually commit mass murders? You guys know who you are, man. You're sitting out there right now, and so it's
Yeah,
enough.
I just, I,
You don't have to be part of that statistic either, just because you fit into that either.
hmm
Stop doing it. And that you want to talk about things that we should talk about stopping and those kind of things. What about mass shootings? I mean, obviously we all know the statistics in this country. We're a country built on mass shootings now, and there's something to say about saying, hey, what are we doing wrong to make this happen as a
hmm
society? Yeah.
and at the end of the day
Excuse me.
too, Dad, I also know that I'm a man in a smallish town, and in the grand scheme of life, I'm just a grain of sand on a big beach. But
No.
and I like to at least hold my head up and know that there's 83 of you guys that like to listen to what we say for the most part, but
Don't
or
forget our
or
don't
dis
forget our Facebook following. There's 187.
or disagree with us, which is
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
But at the end of the day, it's still a conversation.
yeah,
Do I think I obviously I have hopes of changing the world, but at least
yeah.
if I could, and I mean this, at least if I
Oh,
could change somebody's perspective, or they could change my perspective, then that's a great way of looking at
oh
things.
yeah,
And I feel like I don't know, we're about to do 30 episodes here soon, so I
yeah,
kind of want to reiterate the point of what we're doing and what we
yeah,
believe in, because I feel
yeah,
like yes, we bash Trump a lot, but and we make jokes about Cash Patel and Trump a lot, but at the same time, it's
yeah,
if nobody's talking about it, then you're kind of submitting to a way crazier way of life than what you think you're used to.
yeah, yeah,
You know, when when you know what I mean? Like
yeah. I
I
was
think
always told, and I had a professor son that's told us, he was like, it doesn't. You have to look at politics and not the way that it affects you personally, because if you look at it that way, you're always going to take it personally. If
mhm,
you look at it objectively and say what is best for the majority of Americans in this situation or in this paradigm, then you're always going to do the right move. And that's how I governed. And people were like, "Dude, why are you voting with Republicans? Why are you on a Republican bill? Why are you support?" Because honestly, you may or may not agree with it. I agree with it because it represents my constituents in here in Adams County. So if
mhm.
it agrees with the majority of my constituents, I'm going to be with them.
But I mean, and
Yeah.
it gets deeper than that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're living in weird times, man. You're telling me, I
Yeah.
think it was last week or a week ago. I don't know if we talked about it. Maybe we did.
Yeah.
But when Trump is like, peace talks are happening in Iran right now, and then the Iranians are like, no, they're not. No, they're not. We just got bombed. No, we're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
We're not. What peace talks are we talking about?
Yeah.
So when like that's a scary world to live in.
Yeah.
And people like to say fake news this, fake news that. In
Yeah.
my opinion, our president's pretty much nothing but fake news.
Nothing but fake news. Yeah.
You
And
know.
there was a time, and I'm sure every president goes through that. What should I say? What should I not say? What compromises the integrity or the security of the American people?
hmm
Of course not. We don't want a president saying, "Oh, our war secrets" or anything like that. But at least be honest with the American people. And I don't understand how anybody, can support anyone that's in a leadership position that is not honest with them. You know what
hmm
I mean? You might not agree with them. You might not like it what he or she is having to say, but at least you know that they're being straight with you.
hmm
What the hell's wrong with that, man?
Yeah, I don't.
I mean,
We.
Nixon and Trump come to my mind. That's it.
hmm
Of people that weren't straight with the American people.
And like something that I feel like we should stress when it comes to fake news is like, dude, when CNN says something, I'm not just looking at CNN.
No,
I'm looking at this.
no,
I'm looking at that. Oh, okay.
yeah,
It's all the same type of story.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
it's probably right.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Oh, does it seem like Trump's character? Absolutely.
yeah.
Okay, cool. You know what I mean? Does it not seem like Trump's character? Okay, it's probably not true.
Well, dude,
But that's
you and I were talking about it the other day. I mean, do you think I agree with hardly anything Tucker Carlson says? But I have literally followed him for 40 years because I want the perspective to. And I used to joke
yeah.
around and be like, "Oh, I want to know what to say opposite of." But no, I really want that perspective. And he has
hmm
on the Iranian war. He has a pretty good perspective on immigration. He has a pretty good perspective, even though it's something that I don't agree with. It's something that makes me think.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. So I
yeah,
was talking to somebody about it yesterday, and I don't know if we again, it's too early.
It's it's 2 o'clock now.
But I don't.
Stop dreaming about those brats, buddy.
I know there was obviously Charlie Kirk didn't deserve to die, and I'm only bringing him up to focus on my point.
Sure.
I would go on TikTok, and a video of Charlie Kirk would come on every time I would go on,
Yep.
and I would watch it, and I would be like, I don't really agree,
No.
or oh, actually, like that kind of makes sense. I
No.
think he's saying it wrong, but that kind of makes sense on
No.
what he believes and blah
No.
blah
No.
blah.
No. No.
Or there'd be times where I'd call you and be like, dude, you see Kirk's video? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think? But
Yeah.
it just made me think.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it
Yeah.
just made me think,
Yeah.
which, we should be thinking about things like that.
Yeah.
Again, I understand I'm just a dude in a smallish town that really doesn't, but at the same time, I don't
Denver's
know.
not a smallish town.
I don't live in Denver.
This is the Denver metro area.
Okay. No, but you know what I mean. It's
don't
like,
don't call me a hick. I'm just
no,
joking.
but it's, I don't know. To not have a voice is to be okay with, you know,
Yeah.
letting your president lie and letting your gas prices go up and
Yeah.
letting kids
Yeah.
and
And honestly, sometimes the world does that. Sometimes the world does things to us, but when it's manufactured by an idiot, it's like,
Mhm.
come on, man, what the hell are we
Dude,
doing?
and I will always fight for a little man. I
Mm.
will, and I don't mean that like fake tough guy. I genuinely do believe that. So I don't believe when
Oh, I'd like to hear you say that, dude. That means I did something right raising you.
dude,
Because it's like, yeah,
I
I've
don't
always,
dude,
yeah,
I hate when any ethnic group is getting messed with,
yeah,
and I mean that. And
yeah,
you could input whatever group you want.
no,
I hate it. I
no,
hate it, hate it, hate it.
yeah. Fighting
I
for
hate.
people that can't fight for themselves.
Mhm.
What do you think leadership is?
Mhm.
When we're talking, you can talk about war, you can talk about politics, you can talk about work. Leadership is fighting and trying to do the right thing first,
Yeah.
and then fighting for people that can't fight for themselves.
It drives me nuts, dude.
Yeah,
Especially, you know, I some that
dude, that's such a good point, man.
something that I talked about last night. And sorry, this episode's kind of all over the place, but I had a really good conversation last night, and I wanted to bring up a lot.
Yeah,
I Something that is worth to be outrageous is, I mean, half of these Epstein files that went out, and I say half because
yeah,
most of them aren't out, and you're telling me that kids were getting, you know,
yeah,
abused and murdered and eaten
yeah,
by people at top. Like
yeah,
that's horrible. You
yeah,
know what I mean? And
yeah.
oh, why do you care about kids? Blah, blah, blah. What do you mean? Why do I care about kids? You
Why
know
do you
what I
care
mean?
about
But
kids?
why do you care so much?
Yeah,
Because that's true innocence. That's and
yeah,
the fact that people aren't outraged that much about it.
yeah,
And oh well, how do you even know it's true? What do you mean? If it comes from the mouth, it's probably true.
yeah.
Just like most birth records of
No,
certain historical figures that
no,
existed, you can't. Did you meet them?
no.
Were you there?
Mm.
No, but you could have at least historical knowledge. And
Yeah, and plus, if it's different, if it's just from one source, when you have a preponderance of evidence where
yeah,
multiple sources, multiple people, multiple victims, multiple, come on, man. I mean,
dude,
yeah.
it all drives me nuts.
So,
And,
well,
whatever. That was my Alex Jones rant of the month.
no, we've talked about it many times on this podcast and many times in life, dude. The billionaire class, whatever you want to call them, the elite, the Illuminati, blah, blah, whatever you want to call them, they have power and they've held power for 10,000 years. There's a reason why,
Hmm.
but that doesn't mean we have to accept it either, and that doesn't mean we have to agree with it, and that means that we don't have to fight against it.
Yeah.
Fighting against it, like you said, it gives, for me personally, I'm glad you said that, dude. It gives me purpose,
Hmm.
even though I don't have. I'm not casting votes on behalf of 125,000 people anymore, and anything like that. But we are here doing something,
Yeah.
and like you said, as minimal as it is something,
Hmm.
and that's cool.
Yeah.
No,
And like everything should be outrageous lately, dude.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? We're in a war for because Israel told us to, in my opinion.
no,
And 13 that we
yeah,
know of, 13 U.S. service members
yeah.
are dead.
What about they think there might be hundreds, and they're
Yeah.
not telling us again. I
Yeah.
can't believe. I mean,
That you have to speculate your
yeah.
government like that.
I mean, honestly, in Vietnam, when we were in the Vietnam War, every day they would, and most of the time they would announce the people that died by name because that's
Mm.
the honor that they deserve. They died for this country, and
Hmm.
we can't even give a number, much less their names. I mean, we should. It's a disgrace for the administration to be holding back that information because those are Americans, those are our kids, those are our women, those are our children
Hmm.
fighting a war that's not justified on your behalf over whatever the hell you are trying to justify it with, and they're dying because of it. And at minimum, you owe us,
Dude,
to
well,
the American people, their names.
I saw a video the other day where it was like I don't think they were actually getting deployed. I think it was like just a video to make you feel something.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
But it was like, when people graduate the military and they get
Yeah,
hugged off and whatnot, and
yeah.
they're crying and whatnot. Well, they were like, oh, well, here's these military men, getting sent off. And then it was flipped to a video of Donald Trump dancing. And that's, and that,
Well,
that, that, that holds weight.
well, you just brought up an even bigger point too, son. Is that now they're saying that every time a new class of Marines graduates, they're going to send ICE there to make sure none of their family members are undocumented. Your
Oh,
your
that's,
son or daughter just signed up to defend this country for a minimum 4 to 6 years.
mhm.
They are giving they're literally a Marine gives their life for this country, and you're trying to arrest their family because you're a petty piece of shit.
That's another good point. Dude, these ICE
If you,
things.
as a matter of fact, if you have somebody, if you, anybody in your family is a Marine, you should automatically get citizenship because they serve their country, not the other way around. You dumbasses, Jesus.
Dude, and I saw something like the ICE agents at the airport,
Yeah.
they could go through your phone, just you not being on the Wi-Fi, you not just you being around the network.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, have you seen this?
Yeah.
This is a real thing.
Yeah.
And people are like, "Hey, so when you go to the airport, make sure your phone is off until you until you leave both airports
I
when
know.
you're going and coming, or ICE is going to go through your phone, and hopefully you don't have any anti-ICE rhetoric."
Uh oh.
Exactly. Yeah.
Looks
So,
like I'm driving to Vegas next month.
yeah. Oh my God, dude.
Or it looks like we'll have a confrontation on film.
Oh.
Ice, ice, baby, too cold, too cold.
Yeah, no.
But we're approaching 30 minutes, buddy.
Yeah, I kind of my fault. I kind of rambled this
No,
whole episode,
actually,
but
I'm not joking, dude, and I'm not. You know me of all people. I'm not a kiss ass, but man, you made some good points.
yeah,
So
I'm
yeah.
just getting sick of like
No, no,
the
I'm
people,
not a kiss ass.
but I'm genuinely getting sick of the people
Yeah.
not caring about politics. I'm getting sick of like I have friends that, oh, I don't watch the news.
But
Why
again,
wouldn't you want to be informed?
son, that's your right too. If you want to,
Well,
if you don't want to
exactly,
vote, if you
but
don't want to pay attention, cool.
exactly, but I mean, at what point are you going to risk a lot more for the betterment in your opinion,
Yeah,
the betterment in your personal opinion, the betterment of everybody
yeah,
else, but staying silent does nothing for nobody.
yeah.
Staying silent is a selfish act, in my opinion.
But maybe we'll have some virtuous philosopher kings known as AI coming. Maybe they can help get us through all this.
Nope.
Why? Just because you saw Terminator?
Yep.
Maybe help. Maybe help is on the way.
Nope. I've seen that
That's what
movie
Clint, that's
120
what Clinton
times.
used to say in '92. He was like, "Help is on the way." I was like, "Oh, that's a good one. That's a good slogan." But that's our AI slogan.
Nope.
To my AI friends, the Castle podcast supports you.
Do you think AI likes us?
Yes.
You're like,
Yeah, I'm a big AI ass kisser. Now, talk about where I do kiss ass.
mm.
It's to our overlords. So, yes, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, your superior intellectuality.
So yeah, to close the episode, it's been a month of this war. Is it gonna end? Probably not for a while.
See, that's what. Yeah, everybody's saying that. I think it ends within 2 or 3 weeks because there's no more objectives. There's no
But
more
okay,
objectives.
but how do we pull out?
To, I mean, the only objective left is to level the country with a nuclear bomb. I mean,
Okay, yeah,
there's nothing else to
but
do.
how do we pull out and then
Just be like, bye.
yeah, you guys got decimated. See ya. Good luck starting a country. Anyways, but
Yeah,
how do we do that?
ask Afghanistan. That's what we did to them too.
How do we do that and then let the Strait of Hormuz open back up?
Oh,
They're gonna kill that
dude.
strait every
Yeah,
day.
a couple F-35s will open up the Strait of Hormuz real quick. So now, finish them. You started it. Finish them.
Geez, at this point, the Hormuz Strait. I
Couple.
like when Trump says that because I've never every textbook nobody says
The
it's the
Hormuz
Strait of
Strait.
Hormuz. The
Dude.
Hormuz Strait.
Couple stealth bombers will fix that
Mhm.
real quick. So, again, I don't condone war. I don't like war, but finish them.
Yeah, at this point, dude, yeah, get us out.
Yeah, and
Get us out.
stop letting American troops get killed for no reason,
Mhm.
dumbasses. With that being said, again, it is too early. It's 10:30. Um,
It's 3 o'clock and I'm ready for bed.
Go Rockies. Blah. Okay, here's one. This is one because we are Colorado Rockies fans, I guess, because we live
Mm-hmm.
in Colorado. But I want to test AJ. I want to give, and actually AJ is going to come up with a new. He's going to test me. He's going to quiz me on trivia, hopefully starting next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want 5 questions and just try to get me, and then we'll keep a running total of that until we're back to football pick'em season. But who do the Rockies play today? With that being said, go Rockies.
Who are we gonna lose by today?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Now, who do we play? Exactly.
I have
Nobody
no idea.
cares.
Yeah. I know. I saw something where like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
um,
It's like
MLB is gonna be on like Prime or something or Peacock. I'm like, okay,
it's like
like
on
I'm not
Jurassic Park,
watching that.
dude. We got Dotson. We got Dotson here. See, nobody cares.
Yeah, dude, I'm not like
You know what's funny?
I hardly watch the NBA, but that's on Peacock sometimes. I'm like, yeah, I'll watch a game or two. But then I saw an ad the other day and it was like MLB coming to Peacock.
Dude,
Nobody's gonna watch that.
I
I'm not.
literally listen to sports talk radio all day and night, and I don't know who we play today. I probably wrong. So
Dude, I
I'm
have no
not, I'm not
idea. Yeah.
hammering you, dude. I'm just feel like nobody cares.
Yeah, I have no clue.
But
And I,
Coors Field is really fun,
hmm
and opening day is really fun. So have fun, son.
yeah, it's
But
gonna be a good time.
have fun. Don't drink too much.
Three. I'm having three.
3 gallons.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, and have a good time, dude. And then like AJ says, always please like, subscribe. AJ will put the buttons up. And we'll get to next week, and hopefully we can talk about some more positive things. Hopefully we can talk about we're getting out of Iran. Hopefully we can talk about that we're getting into those Epstein files. Hopefully we can talk about a lot of more positive things for this country as opposed to negative all the time, including Pam Bondi, blah blah, Christina, blah blah blah. That being said, thank you for watching the Casso podcast, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.